to meet with us to talk about some pretty important and hopefully pretty interesting issues that Lake Worth has brought to our attention at the EPA. So my name is Sarah Dale. I work in the Office of Sustainable Communities at the EPA.
And this is our mayor.
Oh,
Right here.
nice. Thank you for coming. And for the benefit of the mayor, we will reintroduce ourselves. I'm Sarah Dale with the EPA in DC, the Office of Sustainable Communities. My colleague, Ann Keller, she's with our Region 4 office, which is based in Atlanta, and Ann works on a number of sustainability issues. She works very closely with our office, though, doing a lot of work out in the region on our behalf. And then we have Sarah from Strategic Economics, Sarah Graham, who EPA hired as a consultant. Strategic Economics as a whole hired as one of our consultants to help with this project, and we're that, and Allison right there. And so they work with us in a number of communities doing workshops like this on some specific targeted economic development issues. So I just want to start by talking a little bit about the program and a little bit about this specific project and sort of how this fits into the larger work that we do. So my office at the EPA, the Office of Sustainable Communities, works very closely with communities to develop, to create development solutions and deliver technical assistance to communities to help them with land use, to help them with development challenges in general. And we sort of work with the willing. We work with communities that invite us in to help with targeted issues. We do a lot of technical assistance, stuff like this, all over the country, and it's always the community that approaches us. So we're not here to tell anyone what to do or to get in anyone's business. This program here, this workshop here is part of a larger program called Building Blocks for Sustainable Communities. It's one of our most competitive and one of our most successful programs. This year we're going to 45 communities and enacting 9 what we call tools, and a tool is a very targeted workshop on a very targeted issue. So Lake Worth is actually one of only 3 communities out of the, I think, 126 that applied that are getting this specific tool. It's you guys, it's Omaha, Nebraska, and Fargo. So some larger and very diverse cities that are joining you in this. So it's really pretty cool that we're able to be here, and we're really glad to be able to do this work. And so you may ask also, why does the EPA care about economics? Why do we care about how you use your land, how you grow and develop? And it's a pretty, when you think about it, there's some pretty easy connections. Obviously, we want to look at health, because that's also part of our mission, human health and the environment. So we look at giving people access to food, giving people access to recreation activities, to bikeability, to walkability. We look at improved air quality to reduce the amount of emissions that come from vehicles. We look at infrastructure, so the fact that helping communities figure out ways that they're not having to always build out, and they can utilize existing infrastructure and utilize infrastructure in ways that are smart and make sense for them. So just to bring it back a little bit, this workshop is a quick, we come in for a day and a half. We have met with a lot of staff here in Lake Worth. We've had meetings all day where we've talked through some issues that Lake Worth, that you guys have. Some of the city staff has completed what we call a homework assignment in advance, and that's when they've given us a ton of data that Strategic Economics has analyzed and helped create some pretty targeted ideas about how we can start a discussion and move forward to come up with some next steps. And as the result of this, we'll come out with what we actually call a next steps memo, and that will be not us telling you what to do, but just some directions that you can go and things that you can start thinking about moving forward to come up with some strategic solutions to issues you're having here. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Sarah, who's going to talk through some of the stuff we talked through today, talk through some